Okay, first thing we want to do is actually open up Audacity, which you'll find in your program menu, and you'll come up with a screen like this. Now we want to import some audio that's already been recorded, so I'm going to go to the project menu and import audio. Now for here, this is saved on the shared area, so go to student comment, media studies, OCR, and now we're going to go to radio, and we're doing some radio news. So here is the first bit of audio that I want to use. It's called Twilight TV Show. So click open. And now it's given us the waveform here. Now we've got various tools up on the top left here. This first tool lets you select areas. Here lets you change volume. Here drawing on it. Various things like that. Now you're not going to be able to hear this file because this doesn't record. It only records my voice, not the sounds. But what I want to be doing is listening through to this and deleting the bits I don't want. So I'm going to play this, and I know that this bit here I don't want. So using this tool, I'm just going to get that, and I'm going to trim it. Whoops, hang on, undo. I'm going to delete. Okay, so that deletes that bit. Now if you want to zoom in a bit, you can always do that. So we can get the zoom, and I say, right, okay, this bit here I want to get rid of. Edit, delete, and you go through the whole thing, taking out the bits you don't want, making sure that it's nice and smooth between what's being said. Now once you've done that, you can then bring in another layer of audio underneath so that it acts as what's known as a bed. It will go underneath the audio you have. So I'm going to import another piece of audio, and this is what's called a news bed. So I'm going to put that in, and that's importing it there, and it's put underneath. Now you can see this is a stereo track, so it has a left and right channel, whereas my voice up the top here only had mono channel, one channel. Now I don't want the voice at the top here to start at the same time as the music, so I'm going to actually grab this with this tool here, which is the time shift tool, and I'm just going to drag it. And if I zoom in a little bit, I can see that up the top here the seconds are changing, and I want it to be about there. Okay, so now when I play it, I can actually see the music going on. Now I've listened to that, and music's way too loud, so I can take the level of this and take it down, and if I want I could take that up. Then I go back and I listen to it, and Robert Pattinson is reportedly in talks to appear in a Twilight spin-off TV show. Right. It's claimed that the British heartthrob will okay, so you can hear that. Now to make sure you're doing any edits, always make sure you've clicked stop up here, not pause, because otherwise the edits won't work. If you want to adjust the volume on this so that the music starts off loud then gets quiet, you can do this. So you've now got these lines along the top. So I'm going to select here, I'm going to put 1 point there, so I want that volume there, and at the beginning, so I'm going to start on here. So you can now see it's at full volume going across, and then it's going to fade to come across to here. Okay, and I think that should be about right. Now you can always go back and change it, and then you play it. Robert Pattinson is reportedly in talks to appear in a Twilight spin-off TV show. It's claimed that the British heartthrob. Okay, so you can hear how that sounds. And once you've done all of it, you can then just do, where are we? So you would then go to Project, Quick Mix, and that's going to mix the tracks down together. So we'll take a little second. And so now we have on the bottom track is the final thing. So let's just see how that sounds. Robert Pattinson is reportedly in talks to appear in a Twilight spin-off. Now, I don't think it's worked properly, so what I want to do is I want to just go back and make sure that both of these are selected. You can do that by holding Shift when you do it. Project, Quick Mix, and let's see if it'll mix the two together. Okay, now they're mixed together. So that's now a quick mix, so the channels are all selected, and then you can just do, say, export as MP3. Now you might need to go to the shared area to get the file that was required to do this, just so it can compress the file. Mine will do it like that, but if you have any problems with that, you will need to go to Student Common and a folder called Audacity Codec, okay? Which is Student Common, Audacity Codec, and it would show up there, okay, if it asks you for it. And then you'd save it as an MP3 and you could play that in your Windows Media Player or anything like that, okay?